Good morning. As of today, we are at 1,602 confirmed cases in Baltimore City, an increase of 542 over the last 7 days. I know I said this last week, and I said it again yesterday, and I'm going to say it again today. Everyone needs to stay home unless you are going out for an essential reason. Every time you leave your house, you put yourself and everyone in your household at risk. This includes everyone you come in contact with, your family, your friends, and your neighbors. We must keep our social distancing and mitigation practices to continue flattening the curve. Now I have a couple of announcements. Water billing will resume on Friday, May 8th. To protect staff from COVID-19, the Department of Public Works put in place a new procedure to enable water billing and customer service staff to telework. This process took a few weeks to put in place, which has delayed billing cycles for March and April. As a result of this delay, customers will receive larger than normal water bills that will include part of March and all of April. During the COVID-19 pandemic, late fees have not and will not be assessed, and water has not and will not be shut off for the lack of water billing payments. DPW continues to offer payment plans for anyone who is having trouble paying their bill. Safeguarding the health and economic well-being of our residents are our top priority as the City of Baltimore continues to respond to COVID-19 outbreak. A key part of that response is ensuring the delivery of safe, clean drinking water. Making sure Baltimore City residents can afford monthly water costs has been a priority of my administration. That's especially true for the many Baltimore City residents who have lost their jobs due to COVID-19 pandemic. Today, I'm pleased to announce the emergency COVID-19 discount. The emergency COVID-19 discount is available to any city water account holder who shows proof of unemployment eligibility. The discount will be consistent with assistance currently provided to eligible BH2O and BH2O Plus financial assistance program participants. Water and sewer charges will be discounted by 43%, and the bay restoration and stormwater remediation fees will not be applied. Eligibility for this discount is effective May 8th and will remain in place until either 90 days after the end of the current state of emergency or December the 31st, 2020, or whichever is earlier. City water account holders receiving the emergency COVID-19 discount receive it for 1 year. Residents will be able to apply for the emergency COVID-19 discount online. Application will be available at cityservice.baltimorecity.gov/BH2O. Again, cityservices.baltimorecity.gov/BH2O. And now for my final announcement, which will bring us to this location today. At its meeting earlier today, the Board of Estimates voted to approve a lease that will relocate the Central District of Baltimore Police Department and several other public safety functions to the building right here. In addition to this immediate move, the city will continue exploration of consolidating many public safety services on other floors within this building. This is a win-win for Baltimore. I believe strongly in fiscal responsibility, and I'm pleased to identify and move forward with a unique opportunity to improve work conditions while also saving the city money long-term. By moving many of our public safety offices from buildings that require tens of millions of dollars in capital to modern facilities that better serve the community. The city can eliminate those capital expenditures so we have more to spend on schools, recreation, and business recovery. This move will help us honor our commitment to provide our residents with world-class 21st century policing services and will equip our public safety officers with a state-of-the-art facility. Another benefit to the move will be increased public safety in the surrounding neighborhoods of the new Central District property. Additionally, we will continue to move forward with an effort to consolidate various public safety divisions within this same building to create a more operational efficiencies that will lead to better productivity and communication. Finally, many of the properties that we are vacating are perfectly situated for community-focused development. One of my priorities as mayor of Baltimore is to encourage and to enable development and redevelopment that does not leave any community, any block, or any one of our neighbors out. The redevelopment of these properties will be done right and with full community participation. And now I'll turn it over to Commissioner Harrison to say a few words.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Mayor, for your leadership. Improving the working conditions for the men and women of the Baltimore Police Department has long been a priority of mine. In most workplaces, maintaining a professional work environment and proper equipment is one of the top factors that affect work performance and morale. Today is an absolutely great day for the Baltimore Police Department, as the mayor just announced that the Board of Estimate has approved the relocation of the Central Police District Station to the former Baltimore Sun building. The current Central District Station has been uninhabitable for over a year due to its dilapidated and deteriorating condition. Relocating the Central District is a critical and long overdue need that is essential to reducing crime. If we expect professionalism from our officers, we owe them no less than a professional work environment in return, and a place that they can now call home. A place that they can have pride in, with dedicated workspace, locker rooms, and community space, and other needed accommodations. This move will not only consolidate real estate and resources, but it will also optimize our efforts in building community relationships as well as reducing crime. This move is but one part of a multifaceted plan to bring all of the BPD facilities and equipment into the 21st century. This includes updates to our police districts, adding cameras, and other cutting-edge technologies that are being deployed to our members. These improvements are deliberate, innovative, fiscally responsible, and collaborative. These efforts amount to strategic building blocks that will strengthen our cohesive crime-fighting force and are meant to substantially improve public safety within our city. While such modernization is needed, the department continues to work to be fiscally responsible. All of these improvements and this relocation have come through sound financial planning and reductions in overall department spending. Again, I want to thank Mayor Young and the entire team and all the members of the Board of Estimates in their approval to relocate the Central District and improving the working conditions for our members. This move will create operational efficiencies and better management approaches as the department works hard towards sustainable reductions of crime in Baltimore. But most of all, the members of the Central District will now have a place to identify with and, again, a place to call home. So I want to thank the leadership and the members of the Central District for joining me today, because after all, this is now for them, and we have now, once again, delivered on a promise. And to the men and women of the Baltimore Police Department who work hard every day to serve and protect the citizens of Baltimore during one of the most challenging times in our nation's history, I say thank you. I'll turn it back over to our mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner, and thank you to all of the hardworking men and women of the Baltimore Police Department for keeping us safe every day, and especially during this pandemic. Before we take a few questions, I want to say that this move today is symbolic of our changing police force. Every day we are taking steps to provide residents of Baltimore with the world-class police force they pay for and deserve. We're moving from outdated buildings to a centralized location, a location that once housed one of the city's chief accountability mechanism, the press. This move represents our commitment to transparency and 21st century policing. Now we'll take a few questions.
Mr. Mayor, what concerns do you have about some of the concerns that Joan Pratt raised this morning in terms of signing a lease for this building when the city is already facing a $42 million deficit?
Well, you know, the comptroller has her opinion. I have mine. And we promised our police officers that we were going to get them into buildings that are conducive to their working environment. And in the long run, this building will outweigh any cost that the comptroller is concerned about. And at this time, I'll let, you want to speak to that? Because we're going to save money in the long run.
Good morning. My name's Steve Strickland. I am the work in the mayor's office in coordination with a lot of the public safety objectives that we're trying to go after for the future. As the mayor spoke, and through all of the support that he provided for us through this in conjunction with the commissioner's office, there are many outlying things that we're trying to do to consolidate in other buildings that we need to be able to take all of our costs, consolidate them, and try to do smarter things to get into better workspace for our working officers, detectives, and whatnot. We have to create a better conducive work environment for them, and this building's going to help us do that.
And not only that, this building is going to house other, public safety entities in this building that we're going to be moving out of some buildings that's in really bad shape. Plus, this building will be paying taxes.
When do you expect the police district to move in, and how much do you expect?
Well, this is a building that we just approved on the Board of Estimates. Now we have to make sure that it get built out. And I don't know, I can't speak to that, but I do know that we're looking at in July. Is it July?
Yeah, sometime around.
Sometimes around July. We have to make sure that we have certain things done in the building before they can move in here.
Do you know how much the renovations are expected to cost?
No, I don't. Not at this time. We'll provide that information to you later.
Any other questions before we take the tour?
Thank you.